In my containers, I have an idea. It is that time to go ahead and take care of the seedlings. They are grown and ready to be potted. At least most of them are. And the first thing I like to do is get organized. So I'm going to remove most of the heat mats because I'm not using them, so I can make space to place all the trays on the shelves. I will go through every single thing that I do to know when to pot them, how I do it, how I split them if you can do it, and how I feed them and provide what they need to thrive. Here is a pepper as an example of the first thing that you're going to be seeing and doing before you get started. What I want to do is see whether the plants have the true leaves. Right now, these are the original leaves. So they have all the nutrition they need on these leaves, and they don't need to be potted yet. You can, but I prefer to wait until the first set and second set sometimes start. Now I have 2 here on this one cell. So when I have 2, I don't want to wait that long. So I'll wait until the first set of leaves, which is starting to come out. I don't know if you can see it right there. That little dot in the center, that's the true leaf coming, which is the real leaf of the plant. It took the nutrition from these original leaves to develop, and now you just wait until the true leaves come up and they'll be strong enough to pot. So these are not ready. That's the first thing you always do, is wait for that to happen. As you're doing that, make sure you check, make sure that they're not root bound and there's nothing growing on the bottom as far as root goes. So these are okay, they're away from the heat already because they've already germinated and they're doing really well. As soon as they germinate, I take them off the heat mat. I know we all get anxious to get our seedlings into larger pots because it does take a lot to take care of them when they're tiny. But be patient, wait until your seedlings are ready, and they will tell you when they're ready. So we'll go through that, but take a look, make sure that they're doing okay, and that you are able to go ahead and pot them without making them suffer. Like these beautiful snap peas, they are doing excellent because I waited until the right time, and now they're thriving on their larger pots. So take a look. If they're too small and they don't have the true leaves, I don't think you should bother doing it because they're just not going to do as well. I think rating is the hardest thing. And if you manage to go ahead and do that, you're going to have such a better outcome at the end of all this. It's time to pot, so I'm going to do these tomatoes. These peppers did not come out at all, so I ordered new ones. They're not here yet. But these are getting their true leaves, and it has 1 to 2 sets. I think I'm going to pot them already to get them going. And then I have the multicolor baby's breath. They're starting to get their true leaves. So there's some that I won't do. I would like them to get 1 or 2 sets. But I'm debating. I may wait a little bit. But like the deal, it's ready. So I'm going to do a few of these. The kale back here is ready. So I got to get busy and get these going. This is the broccoli and cabbage. Yeah, I'm going to get these all. Put up here what we think. Save this one. So I'm gonna do that one. This is kohlrabi, and the eggplants are finally emerging. Only 2 came out, which I only need 2, but I want to wait until they're a little larger. Let's see, I think I can do dill and broccoli and the purple basil. This basil is the bowl basil, which is beautiful. So let's do these 2. Oh, this is the alism. So I think I'm gonna do some of these They have quite a few true leaves. So let's start with those. Like that, so they're closer to the light. Okay, I think that's that. We do have some lettuces down here that are looking really good, but the bok choy is really large. Make sure you touch them, move them. They want to get strong. So I have fans, but I'm always getting them to get stronger. It's good that you just touch your seedlings. Say hello. Hello, baby. Tickle them. Okay. Start with the kohlrabi. I think I'm gonna bring a few. Let's see. Start with these. And probably gonna have to make a lot more containers. I don't have enough, I don't think, but we'll see. Next thing, I'm gonna prepare the soil. I like to have my pots, most of them ready to go. That way it makes it a lot easier. I use 1/3 fish compost and 2/3 of potting soil. And I do this because I want my seedlings to grow as big as possible. One, because my season is very short, and two, because I have slugs and they love the baby plants. So the bigger they are, the healthier they are, the better they will do. I'll link a video below to show you. I decided that I'm going to start with the snapdragons. You can tell they have the true leaves. They're very strong. They're not leggy. They're in great shape. And I think it would be great to show you how you can take these beautiful plants, and the ones that are not ready, they're too small. That's okay. You can either up-pot them and try, or just leave them in there. But some of them are in really good shape to start. It is very easy to get these out. They don't get damaged that easily. You can see how healthy the root system is. It's not root bound. It is nice and sturdy. It has a nice stem. So I'm gonna go ahead and up-pot it to a much larger pot. And I know it's way big, the pot, but I like to use this size because they tend to grow pretty quickly the way that I plant them. And I don't wanna have to up-pot them again. They do really good, they thrive, and it's what I've always done, and it seems to work. But I will show you exactly how they do after a while. When you split your seedlings, you can grab them from the leaves, which is better because if they break, then you don't break the plant stem, which won't give you leaves again. But I tend to just grab them from the bottom where the root starts, just because if I know the soil is nice and loose, I feel like I won't have a chance of breaking anything. But either way, it's fine. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. Alright, so let's do the pepper lemon dream, and these are the ones I'm going to grow in pots. I want them as a decorative, and I wish I'd grown more of them, but maybe I'll start another set because I don't have a whole lot of them. I have 4, this one 5. I have some ideas of what I want to do on some of the pots I have, and I want to add some peppers to those pots. But fish emulsion, I think they should be all happy. Ooh, I am a klutz today. To be honest, I'm a klutz every day, but the lemon peppers are super delicious. They're great for a snack or in salads. They're bright green, so they're beautiful in the garden, and I just love them. And shishito peppers, I had, I think, let's see, 6 plants last year, and I got way too many shishito peppers. So I ended up giving Harleen so many and we just shared. But this year I want to grow 3 only in one planter. So I'm gonna get these going. Super easy. These are so hardy if you're starting on growing food. These are great to start with because they give you so much. You get so much to harvest that is super fun to grow them. Let's see which are the best ones. I think these are really nice looking. Let's see. They're all looking good actually. Maybe yeah, they're all looking really good. I may have to use a few in my pots, but I wanted to add color in my containers. I have an idea of growing a lot of like different things in containers that I'll be showing you. I need 3. I think I'm gonna grow 1 extra one because this one looks so good. This year I do not want to grow a bunch of extra plants, so I look at the best ones. This is hard, really hard. But I'm gonna say goodbye to these. I only need 3, right? Yes. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Okay, shishito pepper. You won't believe. I mean, if you've seen my videos, you've seen how much I harvested of this. It was crazy the amount that we got. Okay, let's place this here, and then I'm going to, I think I need to make more fish emulsion. But before I do that, I'm going to add a little worm casting right on top just to help it a little extra boost. They are both gonna give a lot of nitrogen, which is what I want. I don't want fruit right now. I want a lot of leaves to get stronger. So a little worm casting will keep also the humidity in there a little better so it won't dry up so much. But it gives a lot of nutrition. It's super good. But the fish emulsion is excellent, so let's do that. If you have found value out of this video so far, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for a lot more soulful and slow videos to learn from. I'm gonna just place it right on the base of it, the base of the plant. I just want to give it a little extra because peppers here take forever to get going because it's just too cold too long. So I'm going to do this to everything that I put in here, the kohlrabi and the pepper. So if I can help them to accelerate them with nutrition, I'm gonna do that. And worm casting's nothing like it. If you can do your own worm casting, is even better. But that's not easy if you have a tiny place. I have a tumbler that I use, but it takes a while to get worm castings from it. You don't get it like a ton of it every year. Okay. Okay, a little mound on each one. All right, let's put this on the grow rack. I label on the front here, and so you know what those are. So I'm gonna go get the fish compost made, but I'm gonna put the little bit I have left on there. I make sure that the plants have true leaves, and then I put half a tablespoon per gallon to start the first time. And then after that I do 3/4 of a tablespoon per gallon. Get a little more in here. I'm also gonna give it to this eggplant. just to get it going. I don't want to waste it in all of them, so I'm gonna just put it up here for it to get it. And I'm gonna put a little worm casting there, like that. Okay. Here's an update on the snapdragons, and see how they've grown so much. At a certain point I'm gonna come and pinch all of them, but I'm gonna wait a little longer. And using the right pot is gonna make all the difference. I can use a small pot for maybe lettuce, something that is going to be going outside pretty soon. So just like the pansies, this tiny pot is fine. But if I want something to grow much quicker and I'm going to have it here for a longer period, I like a little larger of a pot to select. And these are really a great size if you have the space. You can see on these beautiful peppers that we transplanted, look how good they're doing. The fish emulsion makes a huge difference, as well as using a little bit of compost on the soil. And I'll link a video below so that you can see how I prepare the soil. But I think using the right soil is the most important thing. So looking to see when they're ready to pot, and using the right size pot and the right soil. And I don't have to water these that often. I water these when maybe every 4 days or so. I just literally stick my finger in there. If it has humidity, I don't need to worry about it needing any watering. I use the fish emulsion every other watering. So every 4 or 5 days I will water. Sometimes it's longer than that, depending how much is drying up in the area you're in. So you have to check them. Lighting is another key component, and you can tell that I'm not very far away, probably 2 or 3 inches from the plant. And I did that for both. You can see on my peppers, I will probably be moving these. The source is right here. I'll probably be relocating this pretty soon, but at the beginning I definitely want them to be really close to the source so they don't get all leggy. And these are doing very, very well. Here are the basil. They're also doing excellent. They're starting to get the little clusters of leaves. So everything is doing pretty good. These are broccoli, cabbage. So this is the purple broccoli back here, and this is the cabbage, purple cabbage, Red Express cabbage is called. But these are also doing excellent after potting. The right pot is really a big difference on how things thrive, as well as the soil and lighting. So take your time to feed them properly, place them in the right lighting, and most importantly, knowing when you need to pot them. If you leave them too long, they will get root bound and they will not thrive once you pot them. They may struggle. They may get stunted and not thrive the way they should. Okay, so that is all it takes to pot your seedlings. The only things you should be thinking about is the seedling ready to be potted? That's the biggest thing. There's things like, do I grab the seedlings by the true leaves, so if the leaves break, it's gonna grow again? Don't grab it by the stem, because if the stem breaks, just do whatever feels comfortable for you. And if you have to grow a few extra ones, go ahead and do that. That's fine. This is what I do and many people do. So we have some extra ones if we mess up on one doesn't grow as well as the other. I want you to remember, go ahead and grow more for your mind, body, and soul.